Welcome everybody to part 2 of our mash for this week. We are going to get stuck in with an upper body mash this time. So our target areas are going to be our pecs, our shoulders, our forearms and our lats. Let's get stuck in, team. You're going to need today a lacrosse ball, a mobility ball and a foam roller. I've said in many of our previous videos, foam roller can be substituted with a big steel bottle with a towel wrapped around it. Let's get stuck in. We're starting off in whatever position you're comfortable. You can be sitting or standing, wherever you'd like to be. We're gonna go onto our left side pec mash. So getting that lacrosse ball into that pec on the left side and working through. If you'd like to feel this more intense, you can put the ball up on the wall with your whole body leaning up against it. For now, I'm just gonna take you guys through this, but feel free to get into that a bit more intense stretch and a bit more intense mobility roll if you'd like. Holding this for 90 seconds. As always, team, if you find a spot that is particularly sore, I encourage you to hold it on a sticky spot. That is your body talking to you, and push through that. That's where you can do with a bit more recovery. Got 45 seconds remaining of this left side pec mash. Working throughout that whole pec. Excellent work, team. Swapping sides onto that right side pec mash. 90 seconds. Excellent work, team. Over that halfway mark. Last little bit. Applying that pressure into that ball and working throughout that whole pec. Excellent work, team. Leaving it there. We're now going to get stuck into our left side shoulder roll, shoulder mash. So getting that ball into that shoulder on that left side, finding a spot that's a little bit sticky and holding there. We have this for 90 seconds. Allow all of your weights to move into that ball and focus on those target areas. Fantastic work. We're approaching the halfway mark. You notice also that I'm moving my shoulder throughout its range of motion to try and find spots that will be sticky. Once I find a spot that is screaming at me, I'm going to hold it there. Once it loosens up, I then keep moving. Final 30 seconds. Realistically, team, you can spend several minutes on each of these rolls. If you find that your shoulders, your calves, your back, whatever is giving you particular grief, I encourage you to spend 2, 3, 4, even 5 minutes on each side. For the purpose of this video, I'm just keeping each one short, but if you find a spot that's really giving you grief, hold it for as long as you need. With that in mind, we have our last 10 seconds. Fantastic work, team. Shifting onto that right side. So doing that same thing on the right side. Getting that ball deep into that shoulder. And moving through that range until you find a spot that's sticky. And then we're going to hold it there. Again, I'm moving my shoulder through its range of motion so that I can really work that ball deep into that tissue. And when I find a spot that talks to me, I know that's my body's indicating to me that's what it wants to mobilize and recover. So I'm going to keep that ball in that position. 30 seconds in. Last 20 seconds, team. Excellent work. Coming out of that, we are now going to move into our forearm mash. So in this position, starting off on that left side, just 60 seconds of mashing on each of our forearms. Talking through what I'm doing at the moment, I have my palm facing down on my leg, and I have the upper surface of my forearm, and that big piece of muscle right where my elbow meets my upper arm, and my lower arm, and I'm rolling that ball all throughout there pretty aggressively, and then down towards my fingers. 30 seconds remaining. Excellent work, guys. Swapping side. Onto that right side forearm roll. 60 seconds. These are sort of areas that we give very little attention to. Even though every single day our forearms are in use allowing us to pick up weights or type or drive, whatever it is. So now it's time just to spend 60 seconds loosening up this group. "30 seconds in, doing super well." This is our second last position. Excellent work, team. Leaving that there. Onto our final position. So getting that roller back again, we're going to work through our middle back. So getting that roller right in the middle of your back where your lats, your rhomboids and your bottom traps are. And we're going to extend those arms over and just allow the roller to do what it's got to do. Every 30 seconds in, we're going to move around a little bit. So holding this position for another 15 seconds. Deep breath. You also notice I'm shifting my weight from my left onto my right. Getting those lats. Also maybe the roller down a little bit. Going again. Shifting that weight to the left. Shifting that weight to the right. Back to the center. Holding for our last couple of seconds before we move that roller up the back. This isn't quite my low back, this is my mid to low back, right at the bottom of where my lats are. So work to the last one, shifting that roller to the upper back and just gently moving one arm at a time and shifting across, shifting our weight across, hitting that lat. Arms come back together, shifting my weight to the right, back to the center. The last couple of rolls. Awesome work, team. Our final 30 seconds, get that roller back in the middle of the back. As much as you can, relax onto it. Final 30 seconds. Final 10 seconds, team. Excellent work. Jenna coming out of that. Thank you for joining. That was our second part of our MASH. Hope you guys enjoyed it and I'll see you tomorrow.